En este momento en mi vida, ninguno de mis amigos habla español, ningún de mi familia habla español, pero yo pienso que es importante aprender esta lengua. The reasons for me being bilingual span across many different areas, and I want to tell you about the reasons that you should become bilingual, the mental benefits it brings, and how it could affect you in the future. I have many reasons for wanting to be bilingual, but there are several that stand out as very important reasons for doing so. The first reason is in business. According to JobJournal.com, the importance of being fluent in 2 or more languages in the business world has become increasingly important. A first-hand account of an insurance agent in Santa Rosa named Mike Livingston proves how important that trait has become. Mike Livingston states that it has become so important for him because over 60% of his clientele are from the Latino community in California. His ability to communicate with them not only gives him confidence, but also instores trust in each and every client. They gain customers that they wouldn't otherwise gain if they didn't have fluent employees. Another important reason for being bilingual is outsourcing. Many companies these days are looking for employees that can go overseas and be fluent in different languages to communicate with clients that are in different countries. The demand for the bilingual employees has increased greatly over the past decade, since employers have seen business opportunities available for working with overseas employees or companies. When it comes to learning Spanish, which is what I'm working on now, there are millions of reasons to learn the language. According to an article on bilingualamerica.com, the U.S. has the 5th largest speaking Spanish population in the whole world. Also, presently, 40% of our nation's growth is within the Hispanic community. I know what everyone's thinking right now is, why should we accommodate the outsiders coming in, and I couldn't agree more. But looking at it that way will only cause you aggravation. The future of our country is moving more and more towards the Hispanic community, and I look at it as a way to accommodate and benefit myself. Along with reasons, there are also huge benefits that come along with being bilingual. The main types of these benefits are mental benefits, ones that increase your brain power and your brain capacity, and even benefits that help fight off disease. A recent article on WebMD published by researcher Andrea Michelli stated that the gray matter of the brain, which is the part that deals with language and attention and memory, was shown to be much denser and better in bilingual people. This means that not only does the trait increase your vocabulary abilities, but it also significantly improves your memory and attention. Speaking of memory, a recent study done by the American Association of the Advancement of Science showed that the onset symptoms of Alzheimer's was delayed by more than 4 years in elderly bilingual adults, even though they had the identical brain damage as a compared group of monolingual adults. It was stated that being bilingual did not prevent Alzheimer's symptoms, but it made them better able to cope. Another major benefit is the strengthening of the executive control systems in your brain. For example, if a bilingual person were speaking in English and their second language was Spanish, the Spanish that's in their brain would still be in their head, trying to compete with the English language for figuring out what to say. Therefore, while the person is navigating through which words to use, their executive control systems in their brain are being strengthened, which can also help them out in everyday decision making. There are several ways that being bilingual would benefit you in the future as well. As I mentioned earlier, the business side of this whole idea is one of the main ways that it would definitely benefit you in the future. Especially for people our age in college, being bilingual can increase your likelihood of finding a job tremendously. Being fluent in 2 or more languages is an increasing trend right now in the corporate world, and eventually the majority of the companies will yearn for bilingual prospects. Another way that it would benefit your future, which I think is very important, is with your future family. Personally, I would want my future children to be fluent in at least 2 languages due to the large percentages of foreigners that are coming to the U.S. each day. One day, everyone will need to be fluent in Spanish or other language, and immersing a child in a second language between the age of 0 to 60 months is the most beneficial time. As I told you before, being bilingual brings many great advantages, which shown you the reasons, mental benefits, and future benefits that all stand behind this idea. Next time you're out and you hear a group of people speaking their native language, maybe you'll reconsider dropping that Spanish class this semester.